They want to know who you are.
All right.
So you're Jen.
I'm Jen Hennessy.
Jen Hennessy.
We own the Henn House around the corner here in Burr Ridge.
Now, is it an actual hen house where there's hens, or is
there
that
are
a
no
play
hens.
on words?
It is. So my best friend had come up with the name because
Okay.
my last name is Hennessy.
Okay.
And I started doing these signs about 8 years ago when I started doing real estate. I started doing them as closing gifts. So she said, oh, it should be the Henn House, which goes back to my grandfather, who was my best friend, and he used to tell me every time we'd go to a restaurant, do not put me near the cackling hens. So I always thought about that, and then when you open up a paint and drink workshop, you know, we have these parties, and you have a bunch of women drinking, what do you end up with? You end up with cackling hens in the Henn House.
There you go. I like that story. I like the name.
So
what is it?
So we
kind
do.
of hinted to it, but I want to hear.
So we do
more
pallet
specifically.
signs. You can come in and design your own artwork for your house. So basically, we design your stencil. We prepare all the wood for you. You come in and you will make your project from beginning to end. You build it. You put your stain on, your paint colors, and you go home with something really cool for your house.
And you get to drink.
And you get to drink. You can bring in your own food. So we have a liquor license for you can bring in your own alcohol.
So it can get crazy.
It could. There are some nights the ladies don't want to go home, but
Some, like I said, some Jackson Pollock paintings end up instead of a stencil sign.
we've only had one so far.
Oh, okay.
We have only actually had one person not be able to take home what they did that night.
Right. And now you're just a couple doors down from Brookhaven.
Right.
So, you guys watching and you guys come to the event, just a couple doors down, you'll find the Henn House.
Right.
You stop in here, get what you need, head over there, paint what you want,
Right.
create what you want, have a good time.
We have wedding gifts, baby gifts.
You had some. Did you bring
I
them?
do. I have them over there,
You want me
yes.
to grab them?
Sure.
Ooh, these are fancy.
I just brought those because we were drinking
Yes, we were
wine, so I
drinking.
figured
Tell me.
these were.
So tell me about them though.
So this is basically, so here's you would end up with your 4 pieces of wood, and you're gonna stain them, you're gonna put them together because you have the backs on. You'll put a hanger on it, and then you're gonna lay your stencil over it. You're gonna paint in your colors how you want it. You're gonna peel it off, and this is what you get. And it looks pretty good. There you go.
Anytime is a good time for wine.
Yeah.
That's true. Except
If you don't like wine.
If you don't like wine, or in your case, you don't like red wine.
Right.
But
We're gonna do it today.
we're gonna try it today.
All
I got
right.
one white in here for you for the collection. Last guest kind of went through, but he was fancy.
We are
He
knows.
knows.
Fancy.
He came, yes, he came from the restaurant industry. He owns a restaurant. He's born in Italy. Moved
Right.
here. He was telling me he squished the grapes with his own feet as a
Yeah,
kid.
no.
Okay, so we're not there.
We're not there.
Right? And so
We don't
everyone
even
knows-
like the smell of red wine, so
You don't even like the smell of
this
red
is
wine.
gonna be awesome.
So I'm gonna want the most honest.
All right.
This is the opportunity, and this
Right.
is I think what keeps people. I mentioned it in the last show, is that some people they get intimidated by wines, by the industry, by how fancy they need to be,
Right.
or they need to know everything. But really, when it comes to the price, like is this expensive bottle better than this not expensive? None of that matters. It's what you like.
Right.
And there's stories behind wine that you can get into as a collector, or there's just I want something that's going to taste good with my dinner. To
Right.
we're going to have a long night, whatever, and we want to drink good wine.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so I'm going to start you off with this is a much lighter red.
Okay.
Okay, it's not
Like tiny.
It's not super
tiny bit.
powerful or anything like that, so you'll be okay. Super tiny bit.
Just,
Now, tell me.
Now do I have to swirl it and
we're gonna have you
switch
do
it
the
around?
whole thing.
Okay.
Because I want to know. I want to know what someone who really doesn't know thinks.
So what do I have to do? I mean, I don't even do this.
As we're kind of getting into
I mean, this is
like,
what you do, right?
Tell me where you're at with wine in general.
I don't drink it.
You don't
I'll drink
it.
white wine.
Drink white wine when?
Like if you're out with your girlfriends and that's what
I'm
you're
out
having.
with my girlfriends. I'm out with my girlfriend.
If I'm out with my girlfriends and that's what you're drinking, that's what you drink. But
Right.
typically, no, red wine I will pass on. I would rather not have a drink than have
Now, is
red
it
wine.
bad experience?
No,
or
it's
is
just
you
the
don't
smell and the
like it?
taste.
You don't like it.
Right.
Okay, well, we're going on an
Here we
experiment
go.
here. Because I do know people who say they don't like it, or they don't like cabs, and then they just try the one, and they're
Yeah,
like,
you could give me.
Wow.
I don't even know the names of them.
That's even better.
So here we go.
So this is like the purest reason why people would go to a wine tasting.
Right.
People who are not fancy or people who don't know anything about wine, you're their guinea pig for them.
That's awesome.
So just gently, because you don't like it, but just a touch smell.
I'm not gonna chug it.
I just want to hear what you think on the nose. Bitter, sweet. Can you even pull any of those out, or is it just red wine for you?
It's just, I don't know, it's bitter, I guess. I don't do this.
I know. So you don't even, have you ever gone to like a wine tasting or anything like that?
Yeah, but it's only white.
Only white.
Only
wine
white
tasting,
or sparkling.
which we'll have a ton of at the event.
White and sparkling.
have-
This is not what I do.
Because we have these 4 here, but we're doing 60 plus wines will be there. There'll
Right.
be some rosés there. There'll be
So I
a
can
couple
drink that.
champagnes there. A few different whites. I only have the one here right now. But this will also give you an idea for if you're not a red wine drinker, or you're not a white wine drinker, or you're not a bubbly drinker,
Right.
what wines you can get as gifts for people that you know that are.
Okay.
So that's a
That
good-
makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good reason to go. So,
Right.
your littlest taste, without spitting it out on us, it might get pleasant to you.
Not so much.
Not so much. What is it that you don't like? Do you not like
It's
the
just
bitter?
it's the bitter. Yeah, it's just not. Yeah. It does not do it for me.
Does it dry you out a little bit or no?
No, it's just not. It's the taste. It's the
taste.
bitter. I think it's the
Is
bitterness.
it like that tartness
Yeah.
that you don't like?
Yeah.
Coming from the grape?
Yes.
Maybe that's why you like the whites a little bit more. But they have, a lot of them have a good acidity in them, and they're gonna.
I don't know.
So this one doesn't do it for you.
Not so
which
much.
We're pretty much going to expect down the red wine.
You never
line,
know.
But we
You
never
guys keep
know.
telling me I might be surprised.
We
So
never know. So this was a no.
That's a no.
This was the Mandro, the Duro. It's a beautiful wine.
I'm sure it
Unlike-
is. I mean, my
That's what
friends
I
will
say.
probably love it, but
It's a touch lighter. As you heard from some of our other guests, it's a little bit lighter on the red side. It's a
oh, so there's
2015.
heavier red wines than
They get a
that.
little bit more, I wouldn't say just heavy, but bold, but a different.
All
We'll
right.
just do it.
All right,
We're
let's
just
do
gonna
it.
taste. And
Okay.
you're gonna,
Okay.
All right.
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 1 was
Yeah.
isn't it? Okay, number 2, I was saying this as due ragazze, because that's how I read it, but it's due ragazze, which I guess means 2 women. The
Okay.
vineyard of 2 women. This is another red. Now this is a Petite Syrah grape, which is known for high alcohol content, thick skinned. It's a very dark, high tannins. So, if that means anything.
It means nothing, so pour away. 2 women.
2 women.
Here we
Due
go.
ragazze. Now, something interesting about this wine, let it sit for a second.
Okay.
But something very interesting about this wine right now is exclusive to Brookhaven. Completely exclusive. It's the only place in
Cool.
Illinois that you can buy it.
All right.
It's going to be featured at the event. Super unique gift for the holidays because not everybody can
Get it.
get it. So if you're in the area and you want something unique that not everyone's going to be able to get a hold of, Brookhaven's the place to get it. Due ragazze. This is the Granato, and it's a Petite Syrah. And go ahead, give it a smell. It's going to be more intense
Okay.
than your last
Here we
ones.
go. That's strong. I don't
Yes.
even know what the strong
This
is,
one's-
but that's. I don't even know how to describe that.
That's strong. Stronger than you used to.
This one is not going to be good.
I've heard this one described as it's a meal on its own.
I did hear that also.
Extremely-
I don't even know what that
extremely-
means.
It's an interesting
It's
flavor.
heavy?
So there's a lot of, no, it's not that it's heavy, not that it fills you up, but that it takes you through a lot of different flavors on the palate. It's got a strong 30-second, 45-second finish on it.
So the taste is going to stay with
yeah,
me
but
for a while.
It changes with you. So
All right, well.
you kind of experience it. It's even stronger. I didn't think you were gonna like that.
Not at all.
Not at all. It's a white wine.
But
drinker.
is that? I mean, people obviously like this.
People love this wine.
Yeah.
It is a little bit more. I mean, that Syrah grape, that Petite Syrah grape is.
It's weird though. It's not. That taste doesn't stay with you. It changes.
No. And
That's
it
really
changes
weird.
into a lot of different
Okay.
things. Possibly pleasant.
So not as bad.
Right.
All right.
And sometimes you can get addicted to that first.
Right.
That totally weird and off topic, but I get the same thing with like apple cider vinegar. If I drink an apple
You
cider
drink
vinegar,
that?
oh yeah.
Oh.
Straight.
God. Straight.
Yeah. Take a shot of apple cider vinegar 3 times
For
a day.
what?
It's super good for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's really good for you. So when you first shoot it, it's got that first bam on your tongue, everything in your mouth. Look at that.
That's really weird.
You're taking another sip.
I did. It's weird because it changes.
Yes.
All right.
You're learning something about
I am
wines
learning
here.
something about it. I won't drink it, but I'm learning something.
Right. Well, that's the other thing too. Sometimes if you get to a wine that's like this with such an interesting
Right.
flavor and change in flavor, that it's something that you just it's an after dinner or whatever, and you're just hanging out and you just are trying it. So
Right. It's not horrible.
it's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
We have,
So there you
you've
go.
done not good or God say you hear that, you're not horrible to someone who I think the word loathes red
Pretty
wine.
much. Yeah.
So
It's not bad.
you guys are evangelizing.
I'm not
a
going to
non-red wine
run out and
drinker.
buy it, but I would go and tell someone that if you drink that the taste will change.
You're not, the taste,
That's what I have to
it has
offer.
a unique.
It is.
unique
It does.
Taste and the flavor, the finish is nice and long. On it.
Right.
So
All right.
It's very interesting.
See, I'm learning.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So you've gone through. Let's switch this. So you want this one last.
That's last.
Okay. You've gone through the Mandrel.
Not a fan.
Not the first one. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
You know what? It might be it's a little bit lighter, kind of it's just there. It's been described just a good dinner wine.
Right.
Kind of can go with anything, can camouflage with it. Not for you, but most people. The Duo Ragazze.
Not horrible.
Not horrible. And
Not
interesting.
horrible. It was interesting.
It educated you. Okay. The next one that we're going to go to is the Benzinger Tribute.
Okay.
It's a Bordeaux blend. Not to be too fancy, Bordeaux's are very expensive. They're sometimes coveted. It just all depends, and that's what I love about wine in general, is that it's different for everybody. And so, traditionally, a wine like this would be on the more expensive side.
Okay.
Which, for a bottle like this, $70 may seem expensive. If you're not a wine drinker, it's a great price.
Okay.
If you're someone who's never really gotten into that price point of wines
Right.
ever, the event's a great opportunity for you to try and see what it's about. But hey, there's 15, there's 12, there's $10 bottles of wine that do the same thing for different people. So we're gonna try this. But as I'm pouring, I also want to hear a little bit of. You told me about Henn House.
Right.
You told me about what people are able to do there, all that kind of stuff. It sounds like a super fun time.
It's a great time. We have kids parties. We have adult parties. The kids parties are awesome. We do the paint parties for the kids, boys and girls.
Yep.
The little boys actually absolutely love it because
Right.
they do their sports and their
Yep.
name and jersey font, super fun. But we also do slime parties, which if you do not have little kids,
Slime is huge.
slime is huge. So they can come in and they make their own mess there.
So are you going to be a slime influencer on Instagram?
No, I'm not. That is what my daughter is for. And that is why I've hired all the younger girls to come in who actually don't mind playing with slime
Right.
to help me out.
That's very cool.
Yes.
But how do you get to a point? Did you own businesses before?
No.
Did you were you in the working
I've
world? Did you
always
stay at
done this.
home?
I stayed at home for, I don't know, 12 years. And then my kids kind of got older and I went into real estate.
Okay.
Like it. But I started doing this, which I've always been a scrapbooker and all that
Right.
other crafty stuff, but I love this. I love it. And it was one person would call and say, hey, can we try this? Do you think you could make this? And then it just escalated. And now I was doing it in my garage and I couldn't do it anymore. So Tuesday morning closed down.
Yep.
And it's 4-minute drive to work. I couldn't
nice.
pass it up. So
So you're from the area.
we're right here.
Always been here?
No, I grew up in the city on the south side and then moved here 18 years ago, 19 years ago.
Like Beverly area?
Yeah, Mount Greenwood.
There you go.
Yes.
I actually played travel baseball for the Mount Greenwood Brewers.
Did you really?
Like 2 years, I was on
Yep.
the Mount Greenwood Brewers team.
We grew up in Mount Greenwood, born and raised.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what was it just the kids getting older besides, you know, your
Yeah, it was the
your
kids
guys?
getting
Was there
older.
just like a catalyst that it was just, was it the space becoming available?
It was everything all at once at one time. And
Perfect storm.
just kind of the stars aligned, and I knew if I didn't do it, I'd regret it for the rest of my life. So I figured we signed a 3-year lease. If it works, great.
Right.
And it is, it's taken off. We do water bottles. We do a lot of the custom water bottles.
Right.
Impact Dance Studio, my kids have been there for 13 years, so I do all their custom water bottles for the kids, and it's been great.
That's really neat.
So, yeah.
Are
You'll have to
ready?
come in.
I would love to. My wife's huge in crafting. Huge.
There you go.
Huge. She's the
Ladies'
same way. Like she's
And I will
growing-
say, the men that have been in, like they've had to come in for work events or something
Right.
like that, they actually have more fun than the ladies.
I can tell you why. If I don't have to think, because this woman my wife does, I promise you this is what she does. Like we have a baby shower that she's hosting.
Right.
And the sign for the baby shower it's all hand painted. She hand painted a mailbox. It's unbelievable. And she thought I was just trying to like flatter her. I'm like, yeah, it looks real. Like I can't.
Right.
I don't know how you did this, but she's always been that way. She's Mod Podging stuff and just
So you know what Mod Podge is. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, I know what they all are. So the part that I don't like is going to the craft store and getting all the stuff.
Right.
And trying to think of what the idea is. But if it's like, hey, do this, I can do that.
There you go.
So I think that's why.
But
If
I think
men
they're
are like
impressed when they
me-
pull the stencil off and they're like, oh,
Look
it
what I
looks
did."
good. I did it for my man cave.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Tell me about Tribute. Benzinger Tribute.
All right,
You don't have
ready?
to tell me anything. You're just going to tell me your reaction.
I have to smell it first.
Yeah, it is a
Should I
certified.
smell
It's
it?
an organic. Right? Yeah, you can give it the
Are they
swirl,
all
the
organic,
smell.
or is
No,
just this one? This is the only one?
This one is biodynamically. It's certified biodynamic. So
All right.
it's fancy. What do you get from the smell? You're not even giving me the smell first.
They all smell the same.
They smell the same to you.
Oh, God.
That one's intense for you. This one's intense for you.
That one I won't. Yeah, no.
Can't
That
even
one-
do a second.
I don't know what that is. That's strong.
You don't have to do a second on it.
Well, I feel like I have to because the other two all got.
Well, give it a second.
Okay.
Maybe talk through it a little bit.
Oh, there's
because
it's like hot.
it is hot.
Yeah,
that
no.
That one fills.
Yeah. See,
It's
now the man that was here
extreme.
before me, he liked that warm feeling. This is not so pleasant.
It was like a warhead for you almost.
Oh yeah, we won't be. Ooh.
Like is it tingling the back of your jaw?
Oh no, it's
kinda
like
feel?
burning. It's burning.
Really?
It's just warm, hot.
warming.
Yeah.
Warm and hot.
Is that what it's supposed to do? I don't
It does
know.
different things for different people. That's why if you heard him say, he says that this wine that I always buy at home, it's great with me, it's great with my body.
Right.
It's great.
Oh yeah. Not so much.
You're making the same face I make when I drink apple cider vinegar.
So I'm gonna smile and just. Here we are.
Don't put a lot of time, energy, and effort into that. But in all fairness, you're not a red wine drinker at all.
At all.
At all. So far, though, the Due Ragazze has been
That
your
was
most
Yeah, it had that
cool
after
turn on
taste.
it,
Yeah.
which is going to be a little bit. It's not actually heavy.
Oh no, it's like down the pipes hot.
Wow.
That's interesting. Wow.
That is interesting to you. Look
Like
at that.
all the way down the pipes.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Won't be drinking that again either. I'm sure you're really glad that you had me come and do this.
I am. I like the truth behind it all. So, you made it through the gauntlet of reds,
Right.
which you were very not excited about.
No, but the middle one, I will say, I
But
keep
the
going back
Due
to the middle one. That
Ragazze
was pretty
did-
good.
Start the
I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy. I mean,
evangelization process to red wines for you,
Right.
or is that too extreme to say? It
No, but
maybe
if I had to
gave-
go somewhere and buy a bottle, I would probably buy that and be like, try this.
Right.
Because the taste changes.
But the only place you can go to buy it is here.
So then I
Exclusive.
would, well, and it's good because I'm a neighbor, so I can walk right in and
If
get
you're
it.
a neighbor, you can get it. You can provide it. The last one is
Here we
what-
go.
I actually changed the lineup. This was an all red lineup.
Yes.
There was supposed to be another cab
Thank
here,
you.
but I changed for you so that you could have a white. And
Thank
I
you.
think it just makes everything more interesting. It's a Twami.
Again, don't know anything about that.
Don't know anything about it. I'll tell a couple stats. I got a couple notes on it that you guys can enjoy. But You get to try it. You did try this wine before.
Oh yeah, I had a glass before we sat down.
Yeah, so you
I
wanted to
know
be able
what
to
I'm,
relax. But you know what you're into. I mean, like we like to point out, the bottle's beautiful.
The bottle's very pretty.
I know they all go into their labels and all that kind of stuff, but this is great. There's no sticker or anything. It's a great gift. Got that. It does scream Christmas, even though the taste maybe a touch summery, which you kind of feel with whites. Give me something. You see, you're just drinking it because you're used to it. You need it to clear
No,
up.
but it's like really. I mean,
It
it's
is really good. Are you someone who picks up certain things? Smell? Does do anything in the nose
The
for you?
smell's not fantastic.
No.
Not really.
Nothing specific in there reaches
No.
out to you. What about taste? You've had a glass because we had to.
It's sweet. It's good.
It's sweet. It's good.
Yeah.
Does it do anything interesting on your tongue? Is there an acidity to it that you're pulling out?
I don't know. You're talking to the wrong person.
It's kind of a half from Napa and Sonoma.
It's good.
So it's got a nice even blend to it. What about, is there like a nice coating to it? Does it stay with you a little bit?
Yeah, it does. The taste stays.
It stays?
Yeah.
Does it change at all for you, or does it just kind of stay the nice,
It's just nice. It's
light? Would
nice
you give it a
and
sweet, fruity?
I would say it's sweet. I don't know if it's really fruity, but
It's actually got a pretty
maybe a little bit.
good alcohol on it too. If you're getting a little bit of that tingle from the alcohol, it's like 14%.
Who doesn't love that?
That's the point. That's
Right?
why we drink it, right?
Right.
Right.
That
So
is
would
why we
you,
drink it.
being a white wine drinker, do you have an absolute, like 100% favorite?
No, because I am more champagne. I
More
drink that all
champagne.
day long.
Do you have a favorite champagne?
The sparkling. Well, of course, everybody's gonna go to the Dom, but we can't always drink the Dom.
Right.
So,
Some
like
people
Christmas
can't.
Day, we'll have some Dom.
Yes.
Special occasions.
Right.
And then you have your Crystal. But no, we'll do. I'm trying to think. What do I have at home?
Are you a rosé drinker?
Rosé's
Rosé-
okay. I can do rosé, but that's in small.
Right.
That's
That got
another
very
one.
popular.
But the sparkling rosé, I could
Right.
drink that all day long. Yeah,
Oh.
anything sparkling.
So you
So that
really like the
bubbly.
bubbles.
Yeah, it's the bubbly.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You just like, it's like
Because I'm a beer drinker. I am a beer drinker.
Now,
So I can do the bubbles.
Do you get really interesting with beers, or do you just?
Oh, I
kinda
could
keep
do
it-
that all day long. I love that stuff.
What's some interesting beers that you're into?
Oh, I don't
you don't know the names. You just will try anything.
I'll try anything.
So
So we'll go to that Imperial Oak brewery,
Uh-huh.
and we'll try whatever they have. But you have to be careful there because that stuff is potent. Very bad.
It gets more extreme there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's nice to try different things, just
course.
because you can't. I don't know.
Of course. Tell me, would you just?
I would buy this.
This would just be, you would buy it?
Yeah.
You enjoy it?
And
It's
have
a-
it at home. It's
now-
just a nice.
Now, I think the price of this is around $30. Is that an exciting wine for $30? Or
I
is
think
that-
so, but I don't drink wine. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
I don't. I feel like if I'm going to have it in my house, I would rather spend a little bit more than
Okay.
have like a bottle of cupcake for $10.
Right, right.
And
You'd rather have something that maybe
A little
shows
nicer
a little
bottle,
bit better,
right.
and when you have friends over, it can
Right.
be a little bit nicer.
Yeah,
But
but this is
sometimes
good.
people are like, I'm not, for $30, I wouldn't be, or for $50, I wouldn't be excited about this wine, but maybe I'd be excited about it for 15. But it's
No, I think
it'll
it's
satisfy
reasonable.
that for you.
Yeah,
Well, that's great.
unless you hang out with guzzlers,
That's
then you
true.
gotta
Well, then yeah,
scale back.
Yeah, you fill the bottle with something else.
Right.
Oh,
Water.
There you go. See, these are all party tips coming from the Hen House.
There you go.
You have not just the design.
That's how we
aspect
roll.
of it. If you have guzzlers,
Right.
not the twami, but if you have, so you just enjoy it softly.
That's awesome.
You can make crafts to this. Are you feeling inspired?
I don't know if I'm inspired yet, but if maybe I'll take a bottle and go
Yeah.
get inspired. I actually have a party today, so I don't want to be too inspired.
That's fine. But awesome.
This was fun. Thank you
this is
very
super
much for
fun.
inviting me.
So Thursday night we have the wine event. These will be featured. 60 plus others. Right down the
And what
door.
time?
Oh, 6 to 8:30 p.m.
Okay.
Thursday, December
Right
13th.
here,
Right
at
here.
Brookhaven.
Get your tickets online beforehand. They're only
And
$20.
how much are tickets? $20.
$20, and all ticket proceeds go to benefit HCS Family Services.
100%.
100%.
See, that's awesome.
And
It's for a great cause.
All the bottles here that you're going to be trying, they're going to be at a discount if you have your ticket. So that's a
right.
good opportunity. You come in here and you fall in love with a red, maybe.
Maybe. Just
you can
maybe.
take it home at a much better price than normal. So,
All right.
it's exciting. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll see ya.
Bye.